Love Pod English.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Love Pod English. I hope you're doing great and ready to learn something new today. If you want to speak English fluently, confidently, and naturally, this lesson is just for you. Today, I'll teach you how to think in English, a key step to true fluency. We all know how tiring it feels to pause and translate from our native language before speaking English. It slows us down, lowers our confidence, and causes mistakes. Imagine skipping that step completely thinking in English from the start. It's not a dream, it's possible, and I'll show you how. By following 4 simple stages, you can train your brain to think directly in English. This method will completely change the way you speak. Before we begin, remember to stay connected with LovePod English so you won't miss any lessons that help you grow your fluency and confidence. Let's begin today's topic: how to think in English. Stage 1: Think in verbs, the power of action words. Verbs show what's happening around us. We start with them because action is everywhere. When we describe those actions in English, we build sentences faster in our minds. Let's try an example. Imagine walking through Central Park in New York City. You see people doing many things. Some are running, others are talking. A dog is chasing a ball, and someone is feeding pigeons. These are verbs run, talk, chase, feed, all showing real actions. By noticing actions around you, you can begin to think in English. You can do this anywhere at a bus stop in London, waiting at a traffic light, or sitting in a Paris cafe. There are always actions around you. On a busy street in Tokyo, you might see people walking fast or laughing with friends. Try noting these actions in English: walk, ride, laugh. And if you're home with not much happening, imagine scenes or look at pictures. Practice thinking in verbs by visualizing what's going on. It trains your brain to describe life in English no matter where you are. Look at a photo of a family picnic. What actions do you see? Maybe they're eating, playing, or relaxing. Even indoors, you can practice by imagining yourself doing daily tasks, cooking, cleaning, or washing dishes. Every small scene helps your English thinking grow. Practice tip: set aside 5-10 minutes daily to focus on actions in English. Choose a new place each time and describe what's happening. This habit trains your mind to think in verbs naturally, so you can talk about what's happening smoothly and confidently. Stage 2: Think in nouns, naming the world around you. After verbs, focus on nouns. Nouns name people, places, things, and ideas. They're everywhere. When you can recognize and name them in English, you take a big step toward thinking and speaking naturally. Let's look at another city. Imagine you're in Sydney, Australia, right beside the Sydney Opera House. Around you are the harbor, the building, and tourists taking photos. You notice a boat on the water and seagulls flying above all nouns: building, harbor, tourists, boat, seagulls. Practicing nouns can be done anywhere. At a market in Delhi, India, you'll see fruits, vegetables, spices, and vendors. All nouns describing people and objects. Even at home, you can spot nouns: a table, a chair, a book, or your laptop. Everything around you has a name. Another simple way to practice is by describing what's in your bag. Maybe you have a phone, some keys, or a wallet. Naming these in English helps make thinking in nouns automatic. Over time, this habit trains your brain to think faster and express ideas clearly. Practice tip: spend a few minutes daily naming objects in English. Whether outside, at home, or traveling, challenge yourself to label what you see. If you're in Barcelona, name things like buildings, bicycles, cafes, and tourists. The more you do this, the more naturally you'll think in English. Stage 3, think in sentences, connecting verbs and nouns. Once you're confident with verbs and nouns, start linking them to describe what's happening around you in full sentences. Begin simple. Short, clear sentences help you practice fluent thinking. Don't worry about making complex sentences. Focus on clarity. In Cape Town, South Africa, near Table Mountain, you might say, "The tourists are climbing the mountain. The sun is shining, the wind is blowing." Simple sentences help your mind form ideas smoothly in English. Now imagine you're in Toronto, Canada, sitting in a park. What's happening? You could say, "A family is having a picnic. Children are playing with a ball. Birds are flying in the sky." These short sentences describe real scenes and build natural English thinking. As you grow more comfortable, expand your sentences. In Berlin, near the Brandenburg Gate, you might say, "A group of tourists is taking pictures of the monument." Some listen to the tour guide. Others check their maps. This combines nouns and verbs for richer expression. Such sentences use multiple verbs and nouns, painting a fuller picture. The goal is to think in sentences, not isolated words. This helps you speak smoothly, without pausing for translation. Soon, your brain will form full English sentences automatically. Practice tip: spend 10-15 minutes daily describing your surroundings in sentences. At home, work, or while walking, form complete thoughts in your mind. In a Rome cafe, for example, the waiter is serving coffee, two friends are chatting, and a couple is reading the menu. This daily exercise makes thinking in English feel natural. Stage 4. Think in paragraphs, bringing it all together. The final step moves you beyond sentences. You'll start describing scenes in detail, telling stories, and painting vivid pictures entirely in English. Imagine you're visiting the Great Wall of China. Here's how you could describe it. "I'm standing on the Great Wall, and the view is breathtaking. The mountains stretch endlessly, and the wall winds across the land. Around me, tourists take photos and walk along the ancient path. I can hear voices speaking in many languages as a cool breeze flows through the air. The steps are steep, and the stones feel smooth from centuries of use." In this paragraph, you've combined verbs walking, speaking, and nouns tourists, mountains, wall to form a vivid description. With practice, thinking in English becomes natural. You won't just form short lines, but full, rich descriptions. Let's try another one. Imagine walking through a lively market in Istanbul, Turkey. The place is full of people shopping and bargaining with vendors, creating energy everywhere. You can smell spices in the air, and the bright rugs and textiles catch your eyes. A man sells tea from a cart, while tourists take pictures. Laughter and chatter fill the space, creating a vibrant atmosphere. This helps your brain describe details smoothly without translation. This stage helps you think and express in English naturally. By forming full paragraphs, you speak longer and more clearly, key for fluency. Let's do one more. Imagine sitting in a cozy cafe in Amsterdam, Netherlands, surrounded by warmth and quiet morning sounds. Here's how you might describe it. "I'm sitting at a small window table, sipping my coffee. The cafe is warm and calm, soft music playing behind me. Outside, people ride bicycles by the canal. The cloudy sky hints that rain may come soon. Inside, a few read books while a couple chat softly over breakfast. The air smells of fresh bread, peaceful and inviting. In this scene, you've combined verbs, nouns, and sentences to paint a clear image, the final stage of thinking naturally in English. Take a few minutes to describe your day in one paragraph. Start from the moment you woke up. What did you do? Where did you go? And who did you meet? For instance, today was busy. I woke up early and went for a walk in the park, enjoying the morning air. The weather was pleasant, and many were exercising. I had breakfast at a cafe, ordering a cappuccino and a croissant. Later, I went to work for a meeting about our new project. Everyone shared great ideas. In the evening, I met a friend for dinner. We had fun catching up. This daily routine strengthens both your English thinking and recall skills. The more you describe your day, the better you'll express yourself. Practice is the path to fluency. By now, you clearly know the 4 stages of thinking in English, starting with verbs. Focus on action words and describe what's happening around you. Second, think in nouns: name, people, places, and things. Third, connect verbs and nouns into simple sentences. Fourth, form paragraphs to describe scenes and events in full detail. Each stage builds on the last, helping you think directly in English without translating. Practice each one regularly. It trains your brain to process thoughts naturally. Let's explore why thinking in English is the key to fluency. Now that you know the stages, let's understand why this method works. When you first learn English, you tend to translate from your native language. That's normal, but it slows you down, interrupts your flow, and often reduces your confidence when speaking. Thinking directly in English removes that translation delay. Your thoughts flow naturally, making your speech faster and smoother. It also helps you express ideas clearly and react quickly in real situations, like in a job interview when asked about challenges at work. If you rely on your native language, you pause to translate. But when you think in English, you answer confidently and instantly. The same applies in daily life, chatting with friends, giving a presentation, or ordering food. It all becomes effortless. Now, let's look at practical ways to train your mind. First, daily observations. Spend 10 to 15 minutes a day noticing what's around you and describing it in English. This builds awareness and helps your thoughts form naturally in the language. Whether you're on the bus, in the park, or walking around your neighborhood, describe what you see using verbs, nouns, and sentences. Second, picture descriptions. Choose a photo from a magazine or online and describe it carefully in English. You might say, "The sand is white, the sea is clear, people are swimming, children are building a sandcastle, and a boat sails in the distance." Third, journaling. At day's end, write a few sentences about what you did, where you went, and who you met. If you don't have anyone to talk with, talk to yourself in English. Pick a topic, describe your favorite movie, explain a recipe, or share your weekend plans. Speaking aloud helps your brain connect words faster and builds fluency naturally. Next, set language challenges. Try thinking only in English for 5 minutes, then extend it as you get comfortable. Fluency takes time and patience, but consistency matters most. Thinking in English is a journey that leads to natural confidence. The more you engage with English, the more natural it feels to think, speak, and express yourself. Follow the 4 stages: verbs, nouns, sentences, and paragraphs. Stay consistent. Even a few minutes each day will lead to real, lasting improvement. It's completely normal to make mistakes while learning, but never let them stop you. Every error is a chance to improve and grow. So, are you ready to move forward on your English journey? Start today, and soon you'll be thinking in English with ease. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Love Pod English, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a lesson. Keep learning, keep practicing, and stay curious. I'm Rose, and I'll see you again in the next lesson.